Her bare midriff, the muscles taut and inviting, the skin tanned and beautiful, glistened with sweat. Only one thought entered my mind. Oh, crap. "You want a drink?" I asked, picking up a bottle of water from the floor. Sarah sat up and caught the cold bottle in one hand when I threw it to her. As she drank, water dripped down her chin, landing just above her sports bra and trickling down between her breasts. I stared at my bottle of water and considered tipping it down my pants. I settled for drinking it, while ensuring that my gaze fell on nothing that could be considered sexy. A stack of blue mats sat at the end of the huge gym hall. There is nothing sexy about a blue gym mat. That did the trick. "So, you want to go for another round?" she asked. I turned back to her just in time to catch the half-empty bottle of water she'd thrown at my head. "That's not nice," I said with a smile. "You're going to have to be taught a lesson." Sarah got back to her feet and put herself in a fighting stance. "Come on, old man, let's see if you've still got what it takes." I tossed both bottles aside and deflected the punch I knew was coming. I pushed her arm aside and stepped around her, keeping my distance, making her do the work. Sarah might have only been human, and only been fighting for a few months, but what she lacked in experience, she more than made up for in tenacity and quickness. Her foot spun around, trying to catch me in my ribs, but I blocked it with ease. Unfortunately, she knew what I was going to do, and quickly switched tactics, throwing a punch, which I wasn't positioned to block effectively. I took a glancing blow off my cheek as I dodged aside. "Good shot." Sarah smiled. She'd remembered not to get dragged into a conversation with the person you're fighting. Concentrate on the person trying to knock you out, not on having a chat. She threw another punch, this one to distract from her attempt to knee me in the stomach. I wasn't distracted. I grabbed her thigh, falling back and using my momentum to drag her over and dump her on her back. I hadn't expected Sarah to grab my arm as she went over, pulling me with her. So I was the one who ended up on my back, with Sarah straddling my chest. Her smile beamed as she undid her ponytail, letting her long blonde hair fall loose over her shoulders. "Oh, man," she said. "You're a fast learner." I tried to sit up and she pushed me back. "Not yet. You must learn patience." She laughed, mocking a familiar speech I'd given to her when she'd wanted to learn quicker than she was capable of. I pushed her hand away, which caused her to lose her balance. She fell forward, her face coming close to mine. She inhaled sharply as our mouths almost touched. Her pupils dilated as she licked her lips invitingly. I looked into her green eyes and wanted to take her, wanted to feel her naked skin against mine, to feel her moving around me as I entered her. The moment lasted longer than it should have. "Would Nathan Garret report to employee parking? That's Nathan Garret to employee parking." The loudspeaker announcement brought us both back to our senses. "We should go," Sarah said and rolled off me, going over to grab her bottle of water. I lay on the ground a moment longer and tried to think of something calming. The gym mats weren't going to be enough. When finally ready to move, I got back to my feet and made my way to the intercom by the main entrance, pushing the button and informing whoever was on the other end that I would be half an hour. Tommy could come find me himself, if it was that important. I didn't work for him. "You okay?" I asked Sarah, who hadn't spoken in a few minutes. "I have a boyfriend," she said softly. "I love him. I love being with him. He's fun and sweet and treats me well. Something I've not had much experience with." "I know." "So why do you make me forget all about him? How is it that you have this effect on me? That I want to do incredibly bad things to you every time I see you?" I shrugged. "I'm sorry, Sarah. If you want me to stop training—" "No," she snapped. "Tommy and you both told me that if I'm going to be his assistant, I need training, and more than one person has said you're the best to do that. I just want to be able to train, without the desire to rip all your clothes off and fuck you on the floor." I don't know what to say.